Hi guys, I just watched the Arsenal versus Manchester United at United's stadium. It's pretty sketchy game. Uh, Not a quick start from either team, to be honest, even though they both had chances. But what I wanted to do was I wanted to start off with the actual team selection and what I thought of the actual players in the Arsenal side. Um, Leno, obviously, made a couple of really important saves in the game. Played really well. Got really fought him. Didn't do stupid things and play around with it at the back for the most part. If he decided it wasn't worth it, he booted it out, which he should do, which is good. Chambers, again, took a little while for him to get used to the speed of the game. But other than that, once he caught up, I thought he played well and defended quite well. Made a couple important challenges again. Papastastopooulos, or whatever his fucking name is, excuse my French, but I don't rate the geezer, to be honest. He ducked down and he was partly responsible for the goal that United scored. Although it was a good strike, the goalkeeper was blindsided, and if you're going to stand your ground when a shot's taken, stand your ground, you know. David Luiz, in and out character, does some really good stuff on the ball, does some really good passing. Some of his long balls are excellent. He's always on the lookout for attack. Yeah, alright, he does make the odd mistake now and again, and he did give them a really good chance later on in the game, blocking a player off, but they all do it, you know. They all do it. Stand there and then, it's obstruction, which it was. But that's the trouble. I mean, alright, it was outside the box this time, and Leno made a great save from the free kick. But, if that had been in the penalty area, that would have been a penalty again. Kolasinac played well, got up and down most of the time. Could have done more, I suppose. Once he's out of position, it's a bit tricky that side. We're sort of left open. Torreira played pretty well up until he was taken off. Don't know if he's injured or he was just finding it a bit rough tonight, because it was a very awkward game. The rain, I think the rain messed the game up a lot. It was very well, it hammered it down basically. It really did. It was sort of non-stop. So it spoils the game, the flow of the game. Xhaka, I know he got a yellow card and people can say, well, he didn't play that bad, but I don't know why the geezer starts. I just don't get it, truthfully. I just don't get it. I thought, truthfully, for me, I think man in the match might have been given to Aubameyang, but as far as I'm concerned, the best player on that pitch by a mile was Guendouzi. Did everything, controlled that midfield most of the time, got hold of every ball, challenged for every ball, made a nuisance of himself. Pepe, wasn't that impressed with Pepe tonight, if I'm honest. I thought he had some chances, and he did have a good chance. Kicked over the bar, took it too quickly, didn't settle himself, and then hit it. And I thought that was the problem with Arsenal sometimes. I mean, even United did a few of them things themselves. Aubameyang, yeah, his usual self, great goal. I know they were calling it offside, but it wasn't offside. It was a mile onside, and rightly so was given. Saka played well, made a nuisance of himself, but he should have scored. I know it got a deflection, I think, from De Gea, went over the bar, but he should have scored that. Changed it up. Also thought Nelson and Willock came on. Although personally, I think we need more punch up front. I would have put Martinelli on You know, at the end of the day, Martinelli played really well. All right, it was only Forest, but he scored and he proved he's got an eye for goal. You know, and that's what we needed. We needed, when we had the chances, we needed to be more clinical tonight. And we could have won that game. We should have won that game. But it'll come again when Manchester United come to us. But as long as we don't lose, I mean, I'm not happy, you know. I don't think any Arsenal supporter would be happy, but it's away from home and it's a point. So it's something, you know. I mean, United ain't a top club anymore, I'm sorry, but they're not. Even though I don't rate Pogba nearly scored. And he's got a good range with his passing. As a football game, I mean, it was pretty even Stevens for the most part. Arsenal had their chances. United had their chances. We nearly got caught on the break well, we did get caught on the break a few times, but it had either been overkicked, you know. Some of the long balls were poor, but as I said, with the weather how it is, it is a lot more tricky, you know, and sliding about and all that all over the place. But yeah, so United did have chances in that regard when they got us on the break, like most teams do get us on the break. They didn't make the most of it. I mean, before the actual United goal, we could have had a goal. So, you know, it sort of went a bit against the run of play. But second half they regrouped, got back on terms, as I said, with a great goal from Aubameyang. Whether or not they thought he was offside or whatever was going on, he still took it well, used his brains and lobbed De Gea, you know. It was a good goal. And basically that's what we need. We still need a bit more midfield punch, and I think the manager could have changed it up. I mean, I don't know why he didn't bring on that Martinelli, truthfully. You know, they brought in the other youngsters, yet Martinelli's the one that got the goals. So if someone's got an eye for goal, why not bring him on? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know why he keeps playing Xhaka. I don't think I'll ever get my head around that one. I still think the problem with Arsenal is there's not enough balance in the team. They could do a lot more, you know. He still ain't the sort of fan he's properly. I still think there's a lot more to come from Arsenal. And I need to keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Fight. Need to be a team unit, you know. Obviously we've got Liverpool in the Carabao Cup. I hope we go for it. At the end of the day, you've got nothing to lose, you know. The last time we played Liverpool, obviously in the league, they just sat back and did nothing. You know, we set them out to defend. I don't want them to do that. I want them to go at the team. Liverpool don't like you coming at them. It's as simple as that. You've got to punish Liverpool. You've got to make them fucking backstep, you know. So I hope Arsenal really get on the front foot in that game. Needs to play the right team though. I don't think he played the right team tonight. You know? Don't start with Xhaka. Or take him off, at least take him off and play someone else. And I don't know why Tierney wasn't there. Why wasn't Tierney there? You know? He's a young kid, should recover fast. When you're a young man, you do. Anyway, I'm glad we got a point, but should have been more. But it's away from home, and it's not a loss. So I'm happy about that. I'll see you on the next one. If you like, please subscribe. Say what you want to say, comments, thumbs up please if you like it. Whatever you want to say. Cheers for that. Bye.